Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona Wildcats. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Arizona's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. So Washington's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On the run, deep down the right side. Underneath toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Pulls it in, it's Hunter.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Back to throw, it's Thompson. Fakes to grab. Continues to fight for yards. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Arizona comes out with another first down. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to sneak it. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Pickett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. The play action fake. Grab behind the line, it's Pickett. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Quick spin on the line. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Direct snap. He breaks the tackle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Breaks the tackle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's...
Next going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Shakes off the defender. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. He makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wildcats are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Bears the pressure. Boom. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Arizona runs out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Quickly complete. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
That's reeled in. It's Alexander. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the option, he'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The throw to the outside is complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He wants to throw it. Scrambling away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Murphy. Looking for the goal line. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Throwing right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Alexander. At midfield, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Alexander. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that and saved a touchdown at least for now.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already.
Looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Hands it off. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
With the catch, it's Powell. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hauls it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to pass, it's Tollefson. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Arizona. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got a man, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Tees. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. On the option. Quick toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Green. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll toss it to the left. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Looking to buy time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
Line out trying to get it in. He was looking for the corner, and that corner could not be found. The defense sets the edge just in time to make the stop. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Running back searching for a hole. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on.
There he goes! Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Finds the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Green. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. They just keep firing. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Tollefson. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Arizona right back to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big play.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on!